Hey y'all, welcome back to Prepping the Truth. Welcome to this video. I hope everyone is having a happy Saturday. If you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below. Be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you will be notified of all my new videos. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. So this isn't really a news update video, but we're going to be talking about a lot of the things that are happening and what may come to pass before long with what we are currently seeing right now. So if you're new preppers, you're kind of just now catching up on some of the stuff that's happening, learning about stuff that's been going on for years already. But if you've been into this for a long time and you've studied a lot of the stuff that's going on, then you already know that years ago a lot of people would always think that when it come right down to it, if you was a prepper and you didn't go along with the system and you didn't agree with what was happening, that they were just going to come pick us all up and load us up and take us and lock us up somewhere away from everybody else. But as we know right now, there's just way too many people in the world's population right now to do something that drastic, especially for as many people that has woke up right now. There's a lot more people over the last few years that has woke up to what is happening and see what's going on and has started preparing to what there was years ago. So that plan is just not one that's going to play out like we thought it would. But they have shown a new way that it can be done. And that's through this pandemic where they tell everybody to stay home, lock up at your houses, close down most of the businesses, especially anything to do with entertainment or something like that where you ain't got anywhere to even go if you was to not be listening to it. China has proven a whole nother level of lockdowns where they're even tracked with a card where they have to scan that card going in certain places, getting on public transportation, and it is literally tracking their every move and where they are going. So they know that if they've been in close contact with someone that's got the C-19 or something like that, then they know to come and quarantine them specifically and things like that. But they're already trying out a tracking system is what they're more or less doing to find out if you're staying in place where you're supposed to be and how well that's being accepted and passed around is really what they're doing. With everyone there's just no possible way to actually come and take everything that you've got and prepare for. Not that it won't happen with some people. I mean, there is some people that could come and put the fear factor, I guess you could, in on people and say, oh, but they are doing it and I could be the next one. You know, they come and confiscated all of their food, you know, done all this stuff and they took them and they got in trouble. And, you know, if they find out I'm one, I shouldn't be stockpiling food because if I stockpile food and anybody finds it out, that puts a target on me to get picked up and things like that. A lot of it is an illusion. A lot of it is fear to get you to comply with the things that are happening and make the job easier, I guess you could say. So you should definitely never be afraid to prepare. Do not let the fear of everything that is happening, the possibility of a war, the possibility of someone coming to take your food or anything like that, scare you to the point that you do not prepare, because then you are already set up for disaster. You are already in a mess where you will have to rely on the system or you're going to starve. That's the way that'll be. The people right now that are not preparing and are not getting ready when this new system rolls out, such as the digital currency, if they don't have food put up and the only way they can buy it is to have this digital currency, then they're definitely going to jump on that bandwagon and they're going to go with it. And then they're going to be in that system and they're going to be controlled, because with digital currency, it's nothing but a whole bunch of numbers. I mean, you know, with debit cards and all that stuff right now, if somebody gets your information, they can hack you and they can empty out your bank account. And then you have to go through this whole entire system of proving how it wasn't you that done it and you got hacked and have your cards cut off and have this new stuff sent back out. Well, with this right here, if it's controlled like that and it's not just average everyday banks doing it, it's the flip of a switch and every bit of your money can be gone. It's not like cash in your wallet. You know, you can't go to a neighbor's house and purchase something that they've got for sale and stuff like that. They know every move that you make, every purchase that you do, everything that you spend, pretty much everywhere that you're going to shop, because there's a record of each store that you've went to and spent that money at. And if they see fit to do it, they can take every bit of your digits off of that card, and then you're at the mercy of them. Especially if you have not prepared and you don't have stuff at your house. If we go into another major lockdown, we experience a lot more shortages and things like that right there. If you're not prepared and you don't have it at home, then you either have to go along with a system like China is, where you would have to scan your card and things like that and be tracked for everything you done, tracked for everything that you purchased. It's a system of keeping an eye on you. We live in a spy system, you might as well say. Everywhere you look, there's cameras. A lot of people get mad if certain people films on stuff like that. If it's a regular person walking down the street and they film somebody, well, they get all upset and say, well, don't film me, I don't want to be filmed. But yet when you look around, there's thousands and thousands of cameras currently filming our every move. We are being watched every way. You go into a store and there's cameras everywhere. You're being watched. You go into a government building, there's cameras everywhere. You're being watched. You know, we are being spied on right now, and they have got people used to that to a certain extent. But yet, sometimes when it's a private person doing or something like that, then they say, well, I'm scared and I'm afraid. You know, why are you filming me? You know, what are you going to do since you're filming me? But yet, if you go into a business or a government building, it's normal to be filmed. You know, they're not doing anything wrong by filming you. You know, it's normal for them to film. It's all for your protection. So most everything happening right now is an illusion. I don't care which side it's on that it's happening on. It's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the agenda to roll out all this new system, to reset everything. And right now it is just the fact of control by fear and getting you to submit to it and get used to it, so that when it all starts happening and the more it goes forward and the more it progresses, the less it seems like a difference to you, because they've done it in baby steps. They've done it slowly over time, and less people realize how much is actually happening and going on because of that. They didn't roll it all out in 1 month and shock everybody and scare more people into preparing and prepping. Even though over these last couple of years more people have prepared than they was before, there's still a whole lot in the dark that just does not see what's going on, or sees it and don't want to believe it and still doesn't want to prepare for it. So I hope you find this information useful. If you're new to prepping and stuff, dig a little deeper. Just find out a little bit more about everything that's going on. Stay as up to date as possible. Keep an eye on things. Take everything with a grain of salt. Check to make sure whether it's true or what is really going on with the situation and why it's happening. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe. God bless you, and keep prepping.